talking about breaking the habit of being yourself and stop being triggered. Now, triggers are so fascinating brain-wise because basically your brain is just linking something and making a determination about it. So let's talk about that with the amazing brain trainer and upper level practitioner, Rita Wood.
What are we talking about? Triggers. You just triggered me. Sometimes what happens is, you get asked a question or you get put on the spot and your mind goes blank or your knees start to buckle, or a trigger can look and sound however it is that you do it inside. We have this thing we call your internal process. So how are you internally processing? Something happens and the brain brings information, probably from the past, and says, that makes me sad, mad, ugly, betrayed, abandoned, whatever it is. And so we call it a trigger. It's like the go-to for the brain. It's the code of operation. So a trigger can be changed, right?
Yeah.
What you earlier is like, do you want to cause chaos in your relationship? No. Do you want to cause ill health in your body? No. So we need to address those triggers. And somehow, I don't know where it is, Tammy, but I feel like we justify our triggers. Like it's a badge of honor, like he triggered me or she triggered me, and therefore I'm justified in hurting my body, my loved ones. So triggers are, the opposite of a trigger is an anchor. So you can actually use a person as an anchor. You can use a loved one, a vacation as an anchor, because that also works towards your benefit. Do you want to talk about anchors, or do we want to keep talking about triggers?
Well, just think of, trigger. I hear a lot of people talk about triggers being a button pushed. Okay. So I think we've talked about this before, but it's just important to know that that button is inside of you. It's internal. So who gets to have control over what's inside of us? We do. So I want you to feel empowered that these triggers and these buttons and these associations that the brain linked together, the brain just said, you know what? Somebody got yelled at. This person got angry. I guess when you get yelled at, you should get angry, file those things together, put them away. And then when you get yelled at, boom, you get angry. So you learned that somewhere. And then that trigger was there. And then the buttons pushed, and then you have that same kind of reaction. So the better way is to anchor, or that an anchor can do the same thing as a button. Only you're going to tell your brain to feel good, think good, be good, because we know that anything that's inside of our body is affecting us personally. Okay. And then of course it comes out and affects everybody else. So what does Robert Smith say? He says, be kind to yourself, be good to yourself, be kind to yourself, love yourself.
Love yourself. Because what you're doing inside, you're also doing it to other people.
That's right.
Your loved ones mostly. And I think for me, when you're flooded by emotions, frustrations, you're like beside yourself. You don't even know what to do. You're livid, right? Discolored with anger. You're livid. And so what do you do? And this is what totally turned me on about the work that we do. And we're Ask the Brain Trainers, guys. We are your Faster EFT women, and we love this work. And so and the technique is inside the description. It's called the Stop Technique.
Stop stress technique.
Stop stress technique. So you want to download that. You want to print it out. You want to put it in your refrigerator. You want to put it in your car, wherever it is that you get triggered. If you need to put it in the front door because your wife's coming in and your husband's coming in, those are 5 steps that you can follow to start breaking the pattern, breaking the neural connections. Or you can go meditate for 10 hours and try
to meditate.
Try to meditate.
Try that when you're triggered.
Or you can go eat a bag of chips and donuts because you deserve it, right? So do something different, break those trances, break those patterns. And so if you're triggered, if you have something, you feel something, you hear something, and you're just like these, you just do the technique, print it out, do the technique. We also send you a little video that tells you how to use it, when to use it, and why to use it.
Here's something, guys. When you're triggered, that means that somebody made you angry. You know that they did something that they shouldn't have. That's why it bothers you, right? They did something that bothers you. You think they shouldn't do it. You have a judgment of what you think they should or shouldn't do. However, what you do to yourself is worse than what they're doing to you. Now, listen to me. What you're doing to yourself is worse than what they do to you. So in other words, they did something, you were triggered, and then your own anger, your own hate, your own judgment, your own rage or wrath or disgust, it's inside your body. Now you're doing that to you.
Right.
Don't do that to yourself. You are worthy. You are worth more than that. And so the whole purpose of having a physical body is to treat it as best as you can, right? Like feel good most of the time.
Yeah. And how you do that is by doing the stop technique, the stress technique. And also what I want to say is, listen, like we've been there. We flew off the handle, whatever that means. That's a metaphor. we have hurts. We get it. We get it that our brain somewhere in time decided that would be the safest thing for us to do. Anger is the safest thing to do. So you think you should be angry, which is great. And it helps you react and helps you survive that moment, that time, that space. But now it's excess. You said something earlier. It was really, really profound that I can't remember. It was so profound. But so the thing is, it's time to update. It's time to update the brain, update the information, update the memories that have you stuck in a reality that you no longer want, because it will show up in an uglier pair of shoes. Your anger will show up. Your triggers will show up. The more you fess, the more you piss, the more you moan and groan. Complain. Yeah. And
you're miserable.
Yeah.
Now who's making you miserable?
Yeah.
You.
And not only that, but we attract people just like that, or we become that. There are bosses, there are spouses, there are partners, or
teachers,
kids, our children. So I enjoy talking about this, and I know you can break the habit of being yourself and stop being triggered. And make a decision now, commit now, get 10 times more excited when you get triggered, get 10 times more excited, and then do the technique that we put down below. Okay.
Yes. And if you're not excited, then do some star jacks, jumping jacks. Woohoos! Yeses. Like start giving your body a whole different idea of what a trigger is. Like that's the time to get
and what
happy.
It represents. There's different ways for different strokes for different folks. So this is one way to handle that trigger. We have thousands of ways of how to handle the triggers, and all you need to do is find the one that works for you.
That's right. That's all
so
you
keep
need.
listening to us, because you'll find words of wisdom. You'll be like, oh yeah, I can do that, and I know how to do that, and you will get more strength, more power, more dignity. You're honoring yourself. And look, we have stories. I think a lot of the stuff that we wear a badge is that something happened. We made it mean something. We made it mean something about us. We don't deserve it. We don't want it. We have it. Whatever. And we collapse that like that is us. It is not us. It's an event that occurred, and we're judging it, assessing it, criticizing it,
and hurting us.
So anyways, love being here. Hope you got value.
Like, share, and comment below. Tell us what works for your triggers. Like, what are you finding that is better than letting yourself be triggered by that?
Yeah.
All right.
Not so much what are your triggers, because look, we can do a laundry list of she triggers, that trigger, that trigger.
Oh yeah.
Well, you want to make a laundry list of how can I break that trigger? Yep. Print it out, print the technique down, and you find ways that you can break out of that trance.
Yeah. And share that with us.
Yeah, share that with us. That's more fun.
Click the notification so you know when we go live again.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, for those of you who stuck with us a little bit longer, we're going to do a demo,
Yeah.
a trigger. So I have a trigger, and the trigger, I'm going to tell you what it is. You don't have to, like when you work with us as brain trainers, we don't really need to know what it is. We can do no content because it's how you're doing it inside.
Right.
So Tammy's going to tap on me, and I have a trigger, and the trigger is I have my girlfriend, and she bugs me sometimes.
Bug.
Okay.
Okay. I just heard that word.
And the thing is, look, I know that it's a trigger, and I know that I want to transform it. I know I want to change it. And sometimes it's because it's so automatic and so ingrained back there. I don't know what's going to happen out of this thing here, but we're going to play
in my hands.
We're going to play, and you might see me being a little violent. Don't do that to your practitioner.
Okay, Rita. So what kind of bug is this person? Hold on a second. It's not me, is it?
No content. This is where the no content comes in.
So what kind of bug is it? Like really gets under your skin and irritates you, and like the noise, what is it?
So what I'm doing right now is I'm looking for the resources on how I know this bugs me. I guess what bugs.
No, I want to know the bug.
I don't know.
Is it a mosquito? Is it an ant? Is it a scorpion?
No, it's the concept the bug is the concept of how you can relate to that something bothers me or something's not fun.
The concept.
Yeah.
So how do you know
it's
it's
not an actual bug?
Do you see it? Do you hear
I
it?
feel it. I feel.
Okay, good.
So what I want to do right now is I want to like notice, when something's being said, she says something and I react to it. Like,
where's the feeling?
Oh, you gonna hit me?
Boom.
Where's the feeling? Let's see. Where's the feeling? Where's the feeling? So she says something and she does the opposite. She says something that I don't believe her. She says something I don't think it's true. She says something and then I don't feel valued and heard.
I'm not valued and heard. Look up and smile. Say, I'm not valued and heard.
I'm not valued and heard.
Let it go.
Let it go.
Let it go.
Let it go.
Let it flow.
Let it
Let it
flow.
vent.
Let it
Let
vent.
it sprout.
Let
Let it out.
Let it out. Let it fart.
Flip it, switch it, make it nice again. Deep breath in, blow it all away. Peace. And now tell me about this happy memory. Where are you? What's it look like?
Happy memory. Oh yeah, going to Rocky Point, Mexico, seeing dolphins, being on the kayak, watching the big ocean waves, the warm sun, the cool breeze, the hot sand.
Wow. Good job. Peace. Okay, go back and notice. She bugs you. What do you notice?
She hurts my feelings. My feelings get hurt.
Where are your feelings?
Where are they? Where are they?
Way out there?
I don't know. I guess in my heart, or in my heart, maybe that's where the hurts.
And what is it like? Is it like a squeeze or a stab or a punch or a stomp?
Maybe like a choke.
Oh, wow.
Choke that hoe.
Choking. Good job letting it go. Let go of that choking. In my heart. Draw a big heart. Feel it. Deep breath in. Blow it all away. Peace. And now we tell our brain what we want to think about, and that's Mexico. Yes. Smell the air. Notice who you are when you're there. Who are you when you're there?
present to the ocean, the Sea of Cortez, and just watching the waves and the bigness and the openness.
I'm present. I'm open. Look how far out you can see.
Yeah.
Good job. Good job. Go back and notice. We're not going to do like too detailed of techniques. We're going to stick with the stop. So go back and notice.
Yep.
Notice that feeling. Notice what's
Oh.
changed.
Okay. So something's changed. I'm not sure what. I feel like I'm trusting her to say and do what she says she does, and it backfires.
Oh yeah, backfire.
Let it go.
I backfire on myself
Oh, yeah.
using this person.
Right.
Let it go. That's right. That feeling in my heart, let it all go. That sound of a backfire, boom, let it go. Peace. Good
Peace.
job. Sometimes we just need an extra deep breath in. Blow it out like there's 100 candles. Peace. And we remember the Sea of Cortez. I'm present. I'm open. That's who you really are. And that's who you is authentic to you no matter what's going on. I'm present and I'm open. Peace. Good. All right. So go back again. Notice this person. Notice their face. Notice their words. Notice the feeling. What stands out?
I want to say, like, just don't put any faith. Just don't even bother with whatever she says, whatever comes out of her mouth. Just let it.
I'm so bothered with how I don't bother. Let it go.
Let it go.
All the ways I bother myself with this.
Oh, yeah.
Let it go.
Literally. Oh my God. That's probably the hardest thing there.
Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Blink your eyes. Wiggle your nose. She's a good sport. Peace.
Peace.
And now look at that beautiful sunset at the Sea of Cortez.
Ooh. And you get to see the
colors.
sunrise and the sunset.
All
like
on the ocean.
Yeah.
Watch the dolphins. Watch them flipping and switching and playing. Good job. Deep breath in. Let it out and peace. Take some of that dolphin feeling and some of those beautiful colors back with you as you notice your friend. Is she your friend?
Says I wish she wasn't.
She's not, I'm not my own friend. Let it go. I'm not a very good friend to me.
There you go.
Bothering myself with this all the time. Let it go,
Yeah.
let it go, let it go. Deep breath in. Ah. Good job. Peace. So sometimes what we do with the stop stress technique is notice what we're doing inside and then we just admit it.
Yeah.
Okay. She's not a good friend. I'm not a good friend. Let it go, let it go, let it go. She bothers me. I bother me. Let it go.
Right.
Right. And we notice how that's just as true. And then sometimes it just like collapses and we're like, yes.
Yeah.
Because we see that we're doing the same thing.
Yeah. Literally.
I don't have much faith
I'm in the trance.
You don't have much faith in yourself, do you?
Let
it go. Right? She said, I don't have much faith.
I don't have
Much faith in
let
myself. Let it go. Good job. Blink your eyes 5 times. Good job. Deep breath in. Load all out. And we anchor by just holding the wrist. And when we hold the wrist, that's your time to tell your brain to the Sea of Cortez and beyond.
Mighty messes on the way.
Yeah. He's flying through the sky and the dolphins are below him and they're jumping up and giving each other high fives. There's so many fun, beautiful things there. The sunset, the sunrise.
Is it time for our call yet? We have a call here in a little bit.
We got 13 minutes.
Okay.
Good. So go back and notice what's changed. Feel your heart.
I feel like I hear a ice cream truck.
Oh, nice.
Do you hear an ice cream truck?
No, I just hear a
Listen.
bird. Friela's bell.
Okay.
Friela's riding, but yeah, that was an ice cream truck. Now
Mm,
your friend turned into the ice cream person.
good. Give me ice cream, friend.
So go back and notice what's changed.
Yeah, it's flipped. She's nice. She's smiling.
Good. Awesome. And then I just like to say, click your heels 3 times, go back and play it again. Notice her face, her voice, her thoughts. Is it all nice?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Now imagine she's in front of you. Could you invite her over for a hug?
Mm.
Oh, are you kidding?
Let it go, let it flow, let it be such a flippin' nice to get.
Right. Because this is a resource inside of her. Get the Sea of Cortez bigger. Notice the waves floating you up and down and up and down in the sunrise.
I gotta get my life jacket on.
Well, just put your life jacket on.
Please, I did. Okay.
Or you're in the kayak and you're floating and you see the sunset and you're there with your love of your life and
Couple beers,
smelling the
couple bohemians.
beautiful ocean and the dolphins keep coming up and making this sound.
Oh, I'm burning something in the kitchen.
Right now?
Yeah.
Okay, so at this point then what you want to do is just see if you could invite that person over for a hug. And just if you can, that's awesome. Feel them holding you and tell them what you need to hear. So you would say, "Dear friend, I need to hear this," right? So Rita can say it. "Dear friend, I need to hear this." What do you need to hear, Rita?
Okay. What do I need to hear from my friend?
I need to hear, "I'm so valued. I'm so important. I'm so fun." What do you need to hear?
Yeah. You're important to me, and I'm going to show you.
Oh, good.
I'll honor you, your presence.
And now listen as you hear her voice tell you just what you need.
You're so sweet.
Good job. Squeeze her tighter and tighter till she goes right inside. This is how we make inner peace, right? We can react differently. Our triggers are down. We're not expecting and planning and thinking and creating negative scenarios because we've created inner peace with that person. They go right inside. Notice the changes that those words make for you. Deep breath in. Blow it out and allow these changes to occur all through the day, even as you sleep. Peace. And we can direct back to the happy memory and just let it play out. Floating, the colors, the sounds. Good job. Perfect. All right. Well, we hope that helped you. That is kind of the long version of the stop technique. Sometimes it takes time, so don't worry about it. I remember thinking, this isn't working for me. And I said, let it go, let it go, let it flow, let it out, right? Peace. Because I just was telling on myself, everything that came up, I just said it. And then I let it go because part of it, I wasn't admitting it, how much it hurts or what I really think of myself, that someone would treat me this way or what happened to me in my life. So say it, let it go.
Keep telling on yourself. At least keep telling on that part it's saying what it's saying, because it's not true. Right. It's just something that you've said in the past that is just now pre-recorded and it's like on replay.
There it is again. Again. There and you're seeing it and assuming it, and you're feeling it, right? They're feeling that button being pushed, but it's possible that it wasn't even meant that way. So you'll get a whole new perspective, which will be great. And we hope that this helps you. Bye-bye.
Okay, guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share the the stop stress technique. So it's the S stands for smile, the T stands for top, the O stands for oxygen, And the P stands for playful and peace and persist. So this is a stop technique. And if you haven't printed it out, this would be, you can take a picture of it, screenshot it. So you look up and smile, you smile big. Sometimes I like singing happy birthday to me. And then you tap, you want to interrupt. What happens is you're interrupting the wiring because you made it into the active experience. And then you are stopping that stress hormone to hit your body. You're stopping that, you're interrupting that. So you tap, and as you're tapping, you can say, let it go, let it out, let it flow, let it vent, switch it, flip it, make it nice again. Or you can say, just let it go, let it go, let it go. The sadness, whatever this is, whatever it represents, it's really flexible. You take a deep breath in. And we like moving our body. That's what we were saying, doing some jumping jacks. This is where you can start breaking that brain pattern and change the physiology in your body. And as you change the physiology in your body by the breathing and the moving and the tapping, you think about something playful, then you switch back. So it's called the bad good collapse. So you switch back and then you think of a good memory and think of that memory and notice what makes you feel about the good memory. So you step into your body as you're there right now, experiencing it, imagine it amazing. So that is the stop stress technique. And that is a little tap along that we got to do with you. And here is our Facebook and YouTube account. You can scan the QR code and meet us inside Facebook or YouTube. We do go live on YouTube, and we do have awesome we have some awesome products like Legendary Mom, Anger Management Class through Brain Training. We do Think and Shrink. So we use this technique in all areas of our life. So with much love and appreciation, I hope you got tons of value with this tap along, and just keep replaying it until you get the breakthrough that you need. Okay, guys, bye.